Here we've got a lovely smoked haddock Scotch egg for you to start with. So your egg is all in there, it's got the mix around the outside, eggs in there. That's going to go in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes, so let's get that going in. Then my garnishes, look at this lovely vivid cucumber, that's in some nasturtium oil. Simply take the sachet, drop it into a pan of scalding water, lid on, 6 minutes, and it's all done. Left is our little garnish, which is our cucumber relish. Just in there, you see it's got mustard seeds, all sorts of things going through there, really, really nice. Make sure it's out on your worktop just to warm up. You want that lovely room temperature. And here we've got some nice peppery nasturtium leaves. Keep a little bit of moisture cloth on them just until you're ready to serve. But we'll be back in 10 minutes and we're going to put our super tasty Scotch egg together. Smoked haddock Scotch egg has just come out the oven. Let's get the cucumber. Cut your little sachet cucumber open into the dish. Look at that, vivid green. You've got all that nice nasturtium oil in there. What we're going to do, Scotch egg, sorry, we're just going to put that on the board. First of all, we're going to, little chefy tip that you can do here. Just take a serrated knife. You see, I'm just going to cut down. And I'm going to go the other way as well. Just like so. Be quite careful here, make sure you get that full cut out. Look at that. How about that little tip? So you can get the little wedge of egg just showing that Scotch egg all inside. Sort of a shame not to when it goes to the plate, onto the plate, like so. Then let's get our cucumber. I'm going to put that at the base. Keep the oil for the moment. Go to some of your little cucumber relish. I'm just going to turn that over lightly, just between 2 spoons, and sit that just in there. There we go. Of course, serve more relish on the table if you prefer. Then let's get some of our nasturtium little pieces. I'm going to put my little cut out wedge of Scotch egg on the side. And these little leaves, lovely and peppery, so get a few of them on there. We've sent you plenty, like so. And then back to this lovely nasturtium oil and just kind of trickle that around. You'll see it's really, really vivid. Keep it all nice and central so that you have a really defined presentation. There you go. Another super dish, smoked out Scotch egg, 2 styles of cucumber and nasturtium. Rump of lamb is back on our main course, meat course. Really, really popular rump of lamb. We always put it on a barbecue, give it a lovely colour, then we slow cook it after that. What you want to do, take it out of the vacuum bag that it comes in, just cut it out carefully. Remember, it is already cooked. This is basically just a heating up process. Put it onto a tray lined with a paper, a bit of rosemary in there, make sure it bakes with that. I'll rinse my hands quickly. Then I'm going to get that going in the oven. You want it to about 12 to 14 minutes. And in that goes. Now I like my lamb nice and medium, nice and pink. If you want it a bit more well done, another 6 to 8 minutes in the oven. But the most important thing, rest the lamb 3 to 4 minutes ideally before you slice it. Onto our garnishes. Lentils. So we've got some lentils there with tapenade or an olive paste going through it. We've got chargrilled aubergine, 3 styles of aubergine coming up. So chargrilled, make sure you put the lid back on that, just loosely. Then we've got a baked aubergine. This is with Marsala, touch of tomato through there, some thyme, some rosemary. That needs to be baked without the lid. And then also a little aubergine caviar. Aubergine caviar, red pepper going through there. This, drop in a pan of water, scalding water, leave it on the side, and forget about that. These two, so the char-grilled and the baked, about 12 minutes in the oven, 10 to 12 minutes. Let's get those going in. The reason why the lid is on the aubergine and not on the other is because we want one to almost steam a little bit so it's nice and not dried out, of course. And then the other, we want to get a little bit of a reduction of the sauce, nice and sticky. Let's get a pan, get my lentils, scrape those out into my little copper pan here. You can microwave it if you prefer, no problem at all. They're just going to go onto the side of the stove ready to heat up. And of course, lamb red wine sauce. And that's it. 10 or so minutes, I'll be back starting to get this lamb together. Alright, bring my lentils over. Lentils all heated up with that black olive tapenade, just goes through the middle of them. And then we've got lamb sauce, my lamb rump. See, that's nice and rested now. Let's just give that a little drain onto my board. And off we go with presentation. Aubergine confit, I've emptied it out into a little pan. Then we've got our other styles of aubergine. So that's my baked. Look at that lovely Marsala sauce. It's all nicely glazed on the top. Put that at the top. Then we're going to go with our little piece of aubergine. So this has just been char grilled. I'm just going to get that out of there. I'm just going to use a little fish slice just to help me get that out of there. Let's put that on next. Clean down as we go. Take some of your aubergine confit or marmalade. Just got that red pepper going through. Little quenelle. Lentils. I'm going to put a nice spoon of lentils just on the side there, and this is on which to sit my lamb rump on. So good little few of those. Right, lamb rump. You can see the grain of the meat. Again, a little tip going through the meat, so you can see how it goes that way. So that means I want to slice across the grain of the meat. So go nicely, nice slices. And that just makes everything even more tender. So what we want to do there, a little tester for me, I'm sure that will be. I'm going to take those slices, like so. I'm just going to put them on top of that piece, a little bit of seasoning. And lift that whole chunk of lamb up. You can smell the barbecue kind of aromas coming off of this now. Back to my red wine lamb sauce. Tiniest bit over the top. And around. There we go. Lamb, 3 stars of aubergine, lentils with olive tapenade, and that beautiful barbecue lamb rump to finish. So up next, we've got our dessert for you. We've got an apple tart fine just here. So we've used Pink Lady apples. Look at that lovely thin pastry, nice and glazed, little apricot glaze on the top. So what we're going to do is just going to put that on our UV Chef paper. That's going to go into the oven for about 6 minutes. And then my garnishes, I've got some little baby apples there, just poached in calvados, little calvados syrup. I've got a fromage blanc parfait just in here, so make sure you keep that in the freezer until like 5 minutes before you're going to serve it. And then we've got a little Bramley apple gel just on here. So this is going in the oven now, 6 minutes, and then we'll be back to plate up. So the tart fine is just about to come out of the oven, so I'm going to get my, there it is now, I'm just going to get my fromage blanc parfait. Just take it out of your little container, and then what we're going to do, get some of our really nice Bramley apple gel, cut the end off, so that's all ready to pipe, like so. Then let's get some of our little baby apples, look at them, don't they look lovely. Keep the syrup for a second. Bramley apple pipe. So you see I'm piping really nice, big mounds of that. Like so. There we go, all happy. And then get some of your calvados syrup, be rude not to. A little bit of that on the top first of all. Next, nice and simple now, get your tart onto your plate, like so. Then your parfait, and at this stage now you need to be ready to go to the table and eat it, of course, because the parfait is going to start to melt. So let's get that into the centre, some of your calvados, a bit more, all the way around. Look at that. Don't know about you, but I'm going straight to eat this.